going, everyone? Welcome back to Genshin Impact. Let me just check if my stream is working fine. Hold on, I have a lot of things open right now. My thing. All things open right now. My thing. Okay, that's working. All right. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. So yeah, today we're doing the Archon quest. I've already started it, but I'm not like really far into it yet. So I'm just like I kind of want to actually stream this because there are some. I don't know. I originally wanted to not stream it, but like I don't know, something just came into my mind and like actually I kind of want to stream this one. I'm itching to stream basically. So yeah, I decided to do it. I'm in the part now wherein hopefully you guys have already watched other like streamers or content creators play this, because I'm already at the part. Well, again, like I'm not into too much in the story yet, but I am at the part now wherein we met Kinich. So we're kind of we already met Shilonen, and the Pyro Archon wanted to. I'm just gonna give like a basic summary of what happened so far. So yeah, Pyro Archon is already gathering forces to like try to stop the Abyss from spreading the influence further. And then yeah, and then we met Shilonen. I mean, Kachin asked us or like helped us, and we met Shilonen or guided us to meet Shilonen. And the Shilonen was tasked to give us like an ancient name. I completely forgot if that was that was a thing that happened in the previous, that we were gonna be given an ancient name. However, she said it's like impossible, something like that, and we need to meet Sitlani, see what can be done. Since it's impossible, because since we're like an outlander, we don't belong here in Notland. So like the Wyobs, I don't know if you guys know what the Wyobs are, but I'm pretty sure you know that if you've watched the previous conquest. They're the one who gives the ancient names. I believe like Shalon is just like a mediator, probably. So the Wyobs don't acknowledge people who are outside of Natlan. Plus, you need to have like heroic deeds for you to have an ancient name. However, again, we're outlanders, and then all the heroic deeds that we have done are like outside Natlan, so those weren't recorded. So yeah, we're consulting. We're gonna be consulting Sitlani to see, because she's like the one who knows things about like who has more knowledge about that. But Sitlani is, well, we are assuming right now that she's not gonna be happy with us. She don't want to meet with us because she gave us something to help. If you guys remember in the first conquest for this area, we tried to save Kachina. She wasn't able. She died in the like when you know they did that thing where you know what I mean, like the one where they went to the Night Kingdom or something. I don't know what they exactly did there, but she died. We tried to resurrect her, but didn't like work. So we were tasked to like find out what's going on, and we had this like stone that was crafted by or given by Sitlani, but we broke it. We fulfilled our like task, but at the cost of like breaking that stone. So we're assuming that she won't be happy because we broke her stone basically. So we met Kinich here because she knows Sitlani. We're hoping that he can like basically had this thing wherein we asked him to deliver a letter containing all the heroic deeds that we had done so far. Hopefully that will help, you know, our case, and you know, Silani will be much more accepting of us. So anyways, yeah, this is what we have done so far, and now I think, so we're done with that part, so I think now we're at the part where we need to meet Silani. We're gonna be meeting Silani in a bit. So let's just go here and meet Shilonin again. Sorry for that long-winded explanation, but yeah.
Hey Shilonin, how's everything going?
Also,
Hi, Traveler and Paimon.
well, we'll see later. I'll talk about that other thing.
Bad news. Lolly did not reply to our request. Although, I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Yeah.
You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Night Wind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response.
What do you think?
But
Like,
let's
what's
go to
going
the
on?
stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can
Okay.
still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go!
Other thing, if you guys don't know, some of the voice lines in this Archon quest, like, are not voiced, like some of the dialogues, which is really weird. And the reason behind it is because there's like the strike right now going on due to like AI generated voice being a possibility that we can do now, and artists are not like happy about it. They're worried that their voices are gonna be replicated using the AI generation thing, without getting actually paid for it. That's what's going on right now. So that's what, if you guys notice some of the dialogues not being voiced, that's because of that.
Buddy. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
So it's just not with Genshin, some other games as well.
Well,
And not
we
just
tried to be
games,
as
but
considerate
anything
as we
that
could,
like
but
uses
she's
voice
under no
acting,
obligation to help.
I believe. Anyways,
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't
she
the
outside of
subject always
like
answer the call of their
Archon's like control or something.
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between
I see.
us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations.
Yeah,
of
I
us.
can tell.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Easterly, right? Does she think
Well,
she's
I
more
don't think you
just
should be
because she's
talking
famous?
right now, Paimon.
You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to
Wonder
get
if this person is like related to Mona.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Silani, not Silani. Huh.
Wait, your seat, Lolly? Your Granny Eatstly?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. With emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny.
Yeah, you don't know like someone is
You
old.
must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person
You're
in the
like
room.
freaking
The girl next door who turns out to be a
the one from
seasoned
Sumeru.
veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe
Look
that
exactly
off
like her.
your face. You've seriously never
It's a
seen
different
an older lady
hairstyle.
that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Yeah, whatever.
I forgot to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young.
And you were complaining about the Pyro Archon living things out.
It was an honest mistake. I guess we've.
So you're
just gotten
actually
used to
young.
it.
You're not like.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you.
It's Farazan. I forgot. Completely forgot her name there for a sec.
Unique.
Yeah, she looks like
No,
Farazan,
I
just a
just want
different
to apologize,
hairstyle,
but now she's putting
different
more and
clothes as
more
well.
of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take
Hopefully
all this
she's
so
a 5-star, because
seriously.
I kind of want to
If
pull for her.
anything,
Hopefully,
I'm gonna
I
feel
don't know
awkward if we keep this going.
I think she's a cryo.
I received Kenichi's letter and was
So I
planning
like
to
her
attend this
design.
meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides,
This game is more of
showing up
like.
is the most important part.
Let's just
No?
wait for the sec here for senior speaking. It's so weird, like this game. There are like different kinds of people who like who does pull and like their decision making and when to pull or when to not pull. So I'm this group wherein I pull depending on like how much I like the character looks. I mean, of course, I also still consider if they're useful to me, but my number one like reason for fooling a character is if I like their design. If I do, I just tend to pull for them. And then yeah, this next one is like if they're really useful to me. If like for example I'm missing something in the pyro side of my characters, if I'm missing something that it will be really helpful, then I pull for them. But main reason is just the design. I'm definitely gonna pull for this person, most likely, which is a 5-star. If not,
But
it's kind of sad.
of course,
Sad.
it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack
That
about
was
me.
forgive that eyes.
Anyway, that's the whole story.
Are you like really mad or something?
Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
Yeah, feel bad, Paimon, the traveler.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
Hello? Okay. My friggin' thingy. My god, my freaking headset's cutting out. I really need to buy a dedicated microphone soon. Is she waiting for us to carry on the conversation? Everything she's saying sounds like a joke. I'm not sure if I should laugh. Will it be rude to laugh, or even more rude not to laugh?
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual.
Seems to be pretty awkward
She seems to be
herself.
pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation.
She's
isn't
also
like
cryo.
anything we've
I think
handled
she's
before.
gonna be really
Let me
useful.
explain.
I think she's like the first. Like, if she's gonna be a 5-star, I think she's gonna be the first 5-star cryo that's actually using a catalyst. I don't remember knowing any other like cryo characters that use catalyst. Even 4-stars, I don't remember. Oh yeah, well, what's her name again? The reporter person, the reporter girl from Fontaine. I don't know why I keep forgetting names when I'm streaming. Charlotte, yeah, she's a freaking cryo. Oh my god. But yeah, she's a freaking cryo. He uses cryo catalyst. but she's a 4-star. I don't think we have any 5-star Cryo Catalyst yet, so hopefully she will be the first one.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And
Yeah.
you also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
we
what
don't
we
know
came here to ask
yet.
you.
We
We'll
need to
bring
find
Auroron back
him
if
first,
you
though.
help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
You really
I
like
suppose I'll
Balosan.
just call you Traveler
Barzan.
for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a...
Okay.
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet
This does
again
make
and
this
again,
hurt.
you've braved them to find new worlds.
Well, it leads to unending conflicts between people, yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts, yet again and again you brave them to find new
A
worlds.
weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage.
Yeah, well, a soul that's supposed to mean.
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh?
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Ah, shoo!
Uh.
That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom,
Okay.
so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body.
That's
No need
weird.
to worry. I've just cleared out
That
the
was
last
spooky.
of them.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back?
Yeah, that's just thinking.
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
Yeah, thank you.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've
I wonder
brought
if that's
Auroron
something
back,
that's like
I'll take you to see the Lord
Gone or
of the
something.
Night.
It's gonna come back to us later on. That point of like ghosts being attached
The
to
Lord
us.
of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands.
Is there a glitch on her arm, like on the elbow part? It's like a freaking line on it.
The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity
Or is it
that
because
rules
like
over the
her
entire Night
like
Kingdom, constantly
arms like
borrowing the
folded?
power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much
Yeah.
time to explain. Just
Coming
listen
from
carefully
something
to what I'm about
like
to tell
Genshin.
you. The
I feel like
Lord of the
Genshin is
Night
like one of
currently
the
in a deep slumber,
games
and
that
we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream.
like Genshin normally just like the dialogue goes off in tangent, so it's kind of weird.
But I will need to
Here,
prepare a few more
character
things
from
if
this
we are
game
to
say
hold
that.
a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list. Can any of you get everything for me?
Sure.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroron.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be sure to put...
God, I'm
All
not
right.
feeling
Now
super
it's time
well
for us
right
to
now.
catch that brat and
I
bring him
mean-
back.
I'm not super like feeling sick, but my like I feel like I have sinusitis right now. It's my like my left side of my nose, like left hole. It feels full for some reason. Like not the like it's some sort of like it's in the like the back part. of the nostrils. Feels full. But I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier.
It's like a normal
It was
thing
actually
that just
because I
happens to me all
decided
the
to swing
time.
by Auroron's place
When
to look for
it's
clues.
gonna be. Normally it
He
happens before I
has
get sick.
always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time.
Give me a sec. Just need to drink some water. Just took some medicine as well. Hopefully that helps. Like I took a mucolytic medicine and some paracetamol. Hopefully that helps.
And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons.
So
My
most
guess
likely
is
he
they were
was
left
forced
by
then
Snezhnaya
to
arms.
join
Oh, sounds like
Snezhnaya,
the Fatui broke into
Yeah.
his house and took him hostage.
is what I'm thinking.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would
Well,
they
as
want
always,
with him?
there's probably something more to him.
That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here.
Okay.
I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me. But please help me get him back.
Sure.
Count on us!
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen last.
Okay. Where is this place then? Oh, it's near my thing. Ooh. Like it's near my where I can interact with my little friend. Still bugs me that like in Sumeru you can just like use those, just fly along. But here you can't. You have to like,
This is the spot.
you have to be like, to become like a
An
Saurian.
eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him, or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Yeah.
Can we say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Could you tell us a little more about him?
Auroron? Well,
Oh,
he
Auroron?
was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him.
Okay.
He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
That's all there is to him. Then he really doesn't sound like a bad person.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him.
Yeah.
He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's
Cool.
follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things.
That's your special ability.
Here, give me your hand.
Should be tall. He's taller than us. Yeah, like
Huh?
it's like inches taller
about
than us.
What do you see?
Ooh. Well, it's just a normal thing. Like with the quests, the trails and all that.
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too.
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you.
Cool.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily gifted. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
You gonna stay here or something?
Hey! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
Yeah.
What was that? What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns, but given the looks on their faces just now,
That was
or
space out.
perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Ugh, don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
Huh?
We can hear her thoughts, really? That's so funny. she didn't realize that.
Was that Lolly's voice?
Oh man. Hopefully she's not able to hear our thoughts.
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
That is true. Totally true. We can hear thoughts through telepathy. Wow, this is amazing. Something this could only happen with just Lolly.
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
You bet. Just leave it to us. Yeah.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Looks like a Fisher Hoarders camp.
Yep. Judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd.
What do you
Let me
mean?
see.
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it.
Are you from the Nightwind
So
tribe
Auroron
or something?
was indeed being threatened. We've got to find him. Fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught
You
in
have
the
a
crossfire.
grandson?
No, I've got to be careful. Otherwise, he'd get hit as well.
This is your husband.
How annoying. No, I've got to stay
Unless, of
calm
course, she's like
and keep my composure.
adopted or something. Now we're confused. This is so weird. Uh, okay. Uh, so weird that she hasn't realized yet that she, we kind of, because I mean, you kind of guess that something is like going on. It's not, you know, normal.
There are traces of people staying
If
here
you're seeing
too.
like people just changing their freaking facial expressions when you're talking in your head, I think you could like put two and two, knowing that you actually shared some of your powers earlier, that you might have shared something else as well.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up.
It's like
I can
going
also
different ways.
smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There are signs of a struggle here, judging from what's left on the scene. There must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
Seems like Auroron found a chance to fight
Do
back.
you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal, but was caught by the Fatui?
Yeah, she looks pretty worried. Indeed, judging by the distress signal from before, Auroron was being held by the Fatui. So given the difference in numbers, he probably wouldn't have been able to overpower them.
Given there are two signals leading from here, we should split up as well.
Okay.
I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Let's meet up again later.
Okay. Well, I assure you, or
Auroron,
is there a
what
high?
the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. Oh, you little brat.
Are we gonna be able
And
to
that
still?
ship traveler, did you hear all of that as well?
Yeah.
Once Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response.
So the telepathy doesn't go both
So you were
ways.
thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads.
I don't think Lolly noticed anything.
She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect.
Most likely.
If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression of her.
He just described someone who's like an introvert. Lively inner world, but not outside world. Okay, I need to go this way. Hello, dears. You guys fight. I think you guys attack if I attack you.
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
Okay. I mean, I like that now, like, we're actually getting, like, continuous dialogues with voice lines, because earlier, it was different. Like, 60% of the dialogues are not voiced. There are traces of phlogiston here, but... And as I was just saying, but this is a special case because the traveler never really speaks, or rarely speaks, so...
Did you find something?
I found some traces of phlogiston, but the trail completely ends here.
Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here. That's weird.
Maybe
The
we could find
phlogiston
something
trail
else, some
suddenly
other,
stops.
like, way to...
We can't make anything of these footprints either.
There's a
But they
camp in
can't
there.
have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those Fatui with him.
Simon's right. This is all extremely strange. Also,
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
who the heck is that? Is that Auroron? Huh. Whose voice was that just now? Oh, Paimon just disappeared. What the frick is going on? I'm really so excited about this quest, like getting through like all the way to the end, because I've like been seeing a lot of like posts in Reddit about how great this Archon quest is. So I'm really wondering why the Night Kingdom. How did I get here? The heck is that?
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the Masters of the Night Wind.
Yeah. Oh,
Hello,
you're
traveler.
Auroron.
I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
But what does this mean? Have you escaped the Fatui's custody?
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke.
Okay.
My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most
Capitano
feasible
here?
way for us to set up a meeting.
My god. It's a captain!
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
So, what do you want?
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon.
Hmm?
I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan.
What do you mean?
If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You have
will
a
see
really
me
great
again
voice,
once you
by the
return
way.
to reality. No matter what I say, please help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Okay. How about Feynman? Can I tell her about this?
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
I'm fine. Was my soul forcibly removed from my body just now? I will explain why I couldn't hear Paimon at all.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
See, Lolly, he froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
I'm fine. I'm just a little lightheaded, that's all.
Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
If they're being truthful, then they must have reasonable motivations for what they did. But should I trust them? I could just share everything with Paimon and sit lolly right now. But that'd mean giving up on the lead. I still haven't had much dealings with either the Fatui or the Masters of Nightwind. I suppose I'll stay quiet for now and see if I can find out anything else.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word.
Thanks, everyone. I'm feeling.
In any
Thanks, everyone. I'm
case,
feeling fine,
let's
everyone
take a
now.
bit more time to rest
Feeling
now.
fine now. Okay, cool. Even though the situation remains quite urgent, you take up Auroran's words still echo in your mind. Yeah.
Need to be more careful next time.
Freaking Toot. He said, "Ha."
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
Yeah, I'm
Alright,
feeling
let's
okay.
get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's
I
close
don't
by.
think so.
Then let's head over right away.
I am so sorry. I didn't realize I was holding you up.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Okay. Be crazy if we get to try her out already. I don't think so, because people would have like already mentioned that. Although it's just kind of spoilers thing, so I don't think it will be something. Is it random? Oh, it's like a random commission. There's Fatui there's Fatui there.
Look over
Fatui's there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
So that's Auroron. It does look the same as when I spoke to him in the Night Kingdom earlier.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Okay. What? Okay, you're Electro.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun. Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
You need to calm down there.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
I was just like, oh my god, that's kind of weird for her to say that.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts.
It's just like, that's so awkward.
On my count. 3, 2, 1. You're still trying to resist?
Well, I can't
Got no
use her
idea
yet.
who you're up against.
Ow.
Shine down.
Weird that I can still like fight this guy or damage this guy, although she has like water shield thing. Is there anywhere? Okay.
This dance is for you.
Any more of you? Oh, okay.
Auroron!
Granny!
Granny.
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Leave, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too. Gramps?
Gramps?
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you've got to be Gramps.
So we're
How
old
many
as well?
times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or
Okay, this is a
Granny.
random thing.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why
Trying
are
to
you
be
so
like
upset?
clever with your
Just say
words.
Yes or no?
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up to.
The way he talks has definitely changed, but doesn't feel like he's putting an act. He asked me to do whatever I could to help keep things a secret, and even said it'd be for Citlali's sake. So you treat everyone like they're your uncles and aunties?
Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron?
You're so mad.
Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of bees prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake. You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know.
It's not his fault.
You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
It's so weird.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? Not a chance. They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay. Now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey, I'm no ordinary Granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said?
I wonder if
at face
the
value?
conversation that we
And
had
not
with
stop
him,
to think?
it's like something from the future or something.
Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Ron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also,
Yes,
once we return
Mom.
to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Everything.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as
Are
well?
you trying to be clever?
Your vegetables?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky.
Don't
about
look
the
like a
selection.
farmer, come on.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
Like their
How
interaction.
exactly did the masters raise this guy?
Right.
That was funny. Okay, let's head back. All right. You return to the city, and Lolly brings you to the speaker's chamber, where you recount everything that has happened to Auroron.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he
Cleopa.
promised to help him in exchange for Seat Lolly's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once
Okay.
she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
I really want to get to the part now where we meet the captain, Capitano.
Technically, yes. But if Miss Seat Lolly is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the speaker.
Mr. Auroron!
Received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Wow,
Well,
they
yeah.
shouldn't hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal. Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Cool.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be counting
You
on you.
scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now. Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Okay.
Goodbye, Gramps.
This new grandson of mine is way too polite. Okay, she actually knows. Look at his face. He's probably trying to remind me about my promise. Doesn't strike me as a liar. Had I not seen everything for myself, I'd have never guessed that he could have done so much work behind Lali's back. What does he really want?
We're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub.
Paimon, there's something I need to tell you.
What is it, Traveler?
Okay.
What? That captain?
Keep your voice down, God. My God.
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you? Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Seat Lali and being forced to help the Fatui, when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
I mean, it's still possible that he's being coerced, you know. He was being coerced when he was, you know, when he, like, pulled my soul away from my body.
You're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together.
That's my
We
Paimon.
still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
Okay. So we need to fast forward time now then. Alright, let's do that. Okay. Uh-huh. You need to fast forward by a day, right? I don't need to, like, do 2 days. I wasn't paying attention. God, it's so hard to have, like, sinusitis. Oh, 20 o'clock next day. Okay. It wasn't like a full 2 days, but almost 2 days. Okay. Closest teleport waypoint that I can go to.
Let's move out.
Before I actually like have done this or like stream, I was doing some. I wasn't really gonna be streaming today, but I don't know. I just because I was like, I feel too tired to stream. I just want to like chill out, and play. But like after I actually ate, I'm like, you know what? I have the energy now to actually stream. I kind of want to do it.
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
Probably a secret door or something. Ooh. Hello.
What was that?
What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't.
I'm terribly sorry.
Sorry, I didn't
It's
mean to
just
skip that.
a force of habit.
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Ooh.
Oh,
Paimon?
so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
Let's just get straight to the point. Come on. No need to talk about that. Okay. Let's make sure there's no one around.
It's all clear.
Okay.
Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
I'm only interested in the intel.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Why?
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no
Come on, you're
means
just
an
scared
unreasonable
that
person.
if I go against you, you're probably gonna
And
lose.
once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, You may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say.
Naivete.
But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the
Are you from
Abyss.
here as well? I mean, El Capitano.
We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
That's just your speculation.
Do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
Wait, by seizing the Gnosis and making the decision for her, could he mean that the Gnosis has something to do with this backup plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
Who the heck is this?
Something! Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly? When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, see, Lolly? Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Yeah, there's no place to discipline a child.
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Auroron for me, okay?
Our conversation with the captain was interrupted at the most crucial moment. But if Auroron's still here, maybe we can still learn the rest from him. I got a friggin' achievement for that. I don't even know what for. Other than just like going through that sequence of events.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Use it!
Oh my god, the dialogue wasn't. I mean, like the subtitle wasn't matching with what she was
Why
just
did you
saying there
help
for a
the
sec.
captain? And I want the truth this time.
Uh.
No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
Looks like Aurora has no intention of answering her.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
He's staring at
Why was he
us
staring
all.
all of a sudden?
All
I'm
of a
sorry
sudden.
that you have to hear all this.
It's fine.
You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone can handle.
Yeah,
Granny's
she's like
scolding.
shouting all the time. So
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You... Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables.
my
I don't need
god, she's
anything from
so
you.
angry.
Who's Aoife?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you.
Ooh.
And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get lost.
That's not it, Granny.
There's something off about that
I
voice.
know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron, where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
What the frick?
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion.
Ooh.
He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natlan, then can't we work together?
He still doesn't want to tell us anything about his goals.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Ah, that brat. I swear.
Captain probably a captain probably has some sort of substantial plan. Otherwise, Auroron would have no reason to keep following him. Meeting again is out of cards for now, so it might be faster to just approach the Pyro Archon and confirm what the captain said. And also, I can tell that Auroron's stubbornness has hurt Citlali deeply. I need to find a way to comfort her. What was all about Aurora's duty earlier?
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to
Okay.
explain all this.
Cool. Turn to the stadium. Probably a teleport waypoint there. Yeah, let me just get teleport there. No reason to freaking walk.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
All right, it's been a while since we last ate. Now that we're relaxed, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Paimon's got a secret food fund, so she can do the honors.
Paimonville! See, Lolly looks quite down on herself. All right. It's on Paimon this time. What's one meal to the best guide into that? So you can just sit back and enjoy, Sweet Lolly. Paimon will take care of it.
Cool.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
No, it's okay.
We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Sure, that's fine with us. But Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Sweet Lolly.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
Okay. All right, let's eat then. Okay. Under my nose. Okay. I can't climb that. Cool. Kind of weird is Lally is like fair skin. Which is from Natland. Probably because they're from the Night Kingdom or something. The three of you walk into a tavern, find a quiet spot to sit. You and Paimon order some food and fruit juice while Lally begins chugging down bottle after bottle of wine.
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door?
It's
They look like spitting images of each other.
just
Are
so
they
freaking
twins?
funny. No, you're just too drunk. That's what it is.
Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss.
Do you think she's drunk?
Yeah, I was surprised if she wasn't.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, no, I'm not that great, you know.
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sidlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
Wait, so you call her Granny
Everyone just calls her Granny.
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Nightwind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have my thanks.
Yeah, my thanks. After Chenka leaves, Lolly downs a few more glasses and begins to stare blankly into space from her chair. You start wondering whether she's actually drunk or working through some complex problem in her head. She's definitely drunk.
Seat
It's
Lally?
definitely-
Seat
Her
Lally!
eyes are just so weird. It does that thing. It's the first time I've seen character in this game have those eyes.
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eastly, don't ya?
Are you still with us, Seat Lally? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really? What did I do to
She's
deserve
not
that?
crying.
Granny Seat Lally, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Who? Me?
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
Yeah, thank you for all your... I'm just kidding. Absolutely.
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can
Calm down,
always
Lolly.
rely on old
It's just
Granny.
so awkward for you to just like be shouting all over with everyone around. Oh no, she's sleeping.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
Behind this pitch black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the lingering smoke.
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
I think she might be the only one who was capable of this.
I'd say
Yeah.
it's an ability that's unique to Sitlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh?
So are you awake?
Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Phew. Okay.
Oh my
it's
god, she's so
passed.
funny.
That was a close one.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf
Oh
all over
my
the table
god.
just now.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up. Not once.
We didn't ask about it before. Just yeah, just those, you know, nod that we understood each other without actually saying anything to each other.
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
What do you mean?
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon, it's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame. I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it. Surely you know the feeling too?
Actually, about that.
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah, this is as
What
good
do
a
you mean?
time
Is
as
it about...
any.
Alright, said Lolly. Listen carefully and try not to get too upset. We're actually able to hear what you're saying in your mind. Oh. Yeah, that's it.
So, you heard my...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much. It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing.
So that,
happens to you a
happens to
lot.
you a lot.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas
Oh
sometimes.
my
I was
lord.
just picking something generic.
They just pulled off everything on this. Oh my god, this is so funny. Are you okay? You look dejected.
Take a walk with me.
Now your eyes
I
changed
have
again.
things to share with you.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
You should follow her just to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. Yeah, let's do that. Can I go out now? He's so funny, man. Where's this? The upper part? Let's just like... How do I get up there? Okay. Then we go out this way. Cool.
Well,
Wow, it's beautiful.
Thank you for bringing us here.
you're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't cry.
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Even after you helped me all this time. Let's just have a casual conversation.
Yeah.
It's easiest that way.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things casual.
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right. I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
You're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that, and people stop knowing how to deal with you. What about you? Are you scared of me?
We don't find you scary at all.
Yeah, Paimon's right.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me. Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. You deserve to learn the full truth. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child.
Okay.
The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan.
Okay.
A possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, sending a living person to the Night Kingdom. Wouldn't that just kill him?
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroran, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Auroran escaped with his life. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroran would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroran would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Is that the backup plan then?
Wait,
Sacrificing newborns or something?
it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroran has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with ley lines has become. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroran into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back.
Yeah, that should be our next step.
You don't look so good, Sweet Lolly. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good. Okay. Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard.
Don't worry, you don't have to do any of this alone.
You've helped me so much already. How do I even begin to thank you?
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning.
Okay. Bye. See you later.
Friends. I like the sound of that.
See ya.
Auroran's probably back with the captain, don't you think?
Yeah, well, we should tell the pirate Archon what we learned.
You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us?
We should just be upfront with her.
Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly.
Yeah.
But she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning. For now, let's go to bed.
Okay. Okay. I think you just teleport to the same place that I was in already. Maybe it's like a floor down. It's kind of weird to see that some people from that land are have fair skin. Knowing that this is supposed to be based on South America. I mean ancient,
Why is it so noisy outside? Pirates still haven't sleep.
the time when there were
Guess we should see what's
Aztecs and
going on.
all that, Mayans and all that, still in that area. So I'm 90% sure that if you're looking at the modern people who are living in South America, especially
You're
people,
already
if
here.
any people were watching
I
this,
was
correct me if
just
I'm
about to come get you.
wrong, people from South America, but I think it's not unusual to see people who are first kin living in that area. But what I'm talking about is when back in the days, when the Aztecs, the Mayans were still the one who occupied that place, because that's what or where this place is based on, that land, the people and all. So it's kind of weird to see someone like Citlali who's really fair skinned.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive, especially
But again, I
after
think
all
it's
the
because
drinking
she's from the
last
Night
Let's
Tribe or
not
something.
bring up last night.
Night Kingdom.
I'm embarrassed about the whole thing.
I think that's probably why they're called from the Night Kingdom, because they're they probably don't get sun too often.
Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion.
Okay.
Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Nightwind. I need to head back right away.
Okay.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, things shouldn't get too serious.
Okay.
The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here.
What about Auroron?
I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take responsibility for his actions. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's Chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation, but I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack.
Okay.
As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry, I never forget a promise to
Yeah.
a friend.
Be careful.
Thank you. All right, I need to start heading back.
Bye.
She left in a hurry. The situation must be really serious.
Bye, me.
Oh, looks like a lot of people are heading to the stadium. Let's see what's going on.
Sure. Sorry if I keep sniffing on my microphone, and you guys are able to hear it. I'm just not
Traveler over
feeling the best right now.
Perfect. Our star Outlander has appeared.
Hi, Molani.
Here! But, What's with the whole Star Outlander thing?
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands, so this is the perfect time for you to show off your skills.
Sure.
But can we get a quick rundown of the situation first?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
All at once.
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now, but I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
Yeah.
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together.
I need to talk to the Pyro Archon
That
first.
does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished. That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That will make my job
what do
a
you
lot
mean?
easier.
Koichi, do we really
Oh yeah,
have
you
to do
guys are
this now?
sisters.
It's alright. She's just looking out for everyone. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can help the others.
Right. Hello. Vika.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across Natlin are in danger. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
I think you're really gonna be you're really gonna be
That's
like
alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
yeah, after we mention this, you probably wanna talk to us more.
What?
Tell Malvika about your brief meeting with the captain and Auroron.
So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn.
Can the Gnosis do what he said?
I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret.
Okay.
I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But does that mean...
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process.
Well, I think you should
Souls
talk to
are
the
just
souls
another
themselves and
form
let
of
them
life.
make the decisions, don't you
The
think?
cruelty of this method is self-evident.
I'm not saying that we should be doing it, but it's their decision. Plus, they lived here in Natlan, so I feel like most of them, since they already like passed away, will be really happy to like do that.
The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net.
I think that's how it's going to
erasing our
end.
history and culture. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before
I
that
see.
happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing, given the enormity of the price. It's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet.
There's actually two good options. I'm surprised the Gnosis is that
Natlan
function.
is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent.
I'm not trying to like make any sort of like weird parallels to what's going on right now in the world with what this is all about. But like with the war, I know you guys know what I'm talking about, like the war in Ukraine and all that. This whole thing reminds me of that. I'm not trying to, of course, make it seem like it's like, hey, it's exactly like this, but it's like metaphorically the same. Yeah, we can save, like, you can save everyone if we, just, I don't know what I'm saying. You know what? I'm just gonna shut up because I don't want to upset everyone.
This has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally as extreme, though.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason for him to lie. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us.
Archon just shared an important secret with us, and she seems sincere. Figuring out the captain's supposed new way of saving Natlan is the key.
Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Maybe a little.
Not even a little! I would never... Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the people of this land. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
Not at all.
You scared Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Are the Karen attacks the beginning of the real disaster?
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas.
What's so weird about this is that the Abyss is being led by our sister. I feel like if people knew about that, if I was just gonna get mad as a traveler.
Don't worry. I just need to finish
Everybody
coordinating our available
gonna be like,
manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult locations.
they're probably gonna be like, why can't you just talk to your sister and ask them to stop?
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines.
I'm sure you're an inspiration to all your warriors, but surely you're not stretching yourself too thin.
I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people feel emboldened, that's just a bonus. Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, it's not a permanent solution in the long run. I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastating consequences. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements.
So, I kind of want to come back to what I was saying. The reason why I stopped is because I didn't want to say anything that's like, should I really go back to that point? I should have never brought it up in the first place. I feel like I'm gonna end up like offending someone. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. What I mean by how metaphorically the same, to some degree, because I feel like I'm just not that good yet at explaining things. I don't really want to say something that I didn't actually like, that might be taken in a different context, in a different way, because of my poor English, I'm just really terrible at explaining. But yeah, there's some sort of metaphorically similarity between what's you could say to some degree to like the plan that they're all talking about to what's going on right now and in like the Europe in Europe, Ukraine and all that, you know, the war, you know, we could you could end all of it, but there's like sacrifice to be made, and I don't think it's a good idea as well to do that. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Now I
I'm not
just
like the
need
best
to
person
find
to
the
talk
right
about
time
this,
to disclose the true
especially how
nature of
bad
the
I am at
crisis to
explaining
the
things.
people of Natlan.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
I think a lot of people will join the fight.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information on the captain.
The other weird thing is, Chechnya is based off on Russia, I think. That's what I know. So, like, it's such a weird. That's why I was like, oh my god, it's kind of metaphorically similar. It's like, hey, I can save all the people in this thing, you know. There's a way to save all the people, you know, to prevent more people from dying. If you just do this, coming from like Shnesnayan, like from a Shnesnayan person.
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Moani. She can't be too far ahead.
Malvik is like, no, that's not a good idea, which I totally agree with. Yeah, let's go stay safe, Malvika.
No need to worry about me.
I don't know. Might be just like my brain being too working like on overdrive and making connections isn't there. Probably it is. Just like that. Ignore what I said. All we can agree on, the war in Ukraine is really bad. And, you know, letting Russia win isn't gonna make things better, basically. Like giving in to what
how many people do you have left?
Russia wants isn't a good idea for any of us. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. There's no dialogue to some, which is weird because it's only Kachina and Kinich that doesn't have dialogue so far in this Archon quest, which makes me think that the voice actors for Kachina and Kinich, or maybe they were not originally part of the um like the story quest, or I mean like the how the Archon quest was supposed to be done. They're like late changes, but I don't think so because I mean like the voice lines for the other characters were already recorded, and the dialogue included mentions of Kachina and Kinich already. So it means that most likely what I'm thinking is the voice actors for both of this weren't, or they only selected them recently, probably when the just right before the strike happened. So and then the voice actors for the others were already have been selected way before, and the voice lines were already like pre-recorded. They're here.
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue
Okay,
them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
I'm coming too. I'm just gonna give you a voice, Kachina. It's another reason why I wanted to stream. Just wanted to like make some weird I just like do the voice lines for the like the dialogues that don't have any Hello.
Stay safe.
Okay,
We've got
can't
this.
use.
Right here.
Why can I switch? Okay. Okay, that killed all of them.
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you enough.
Wait for Sumeru.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
Yeah, I think Abyss would
That
want
should be the
more.
last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes.
Yeah, pew, that was scary. But we did it!
By the way, where's Seat Lolly? I thought she would come with you.
Now she went back.
Masters of the
Yeah.
Nightwind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
Yeah, that makes sense. The attacks are more urgent. All right, this isn't a good place to talk. Let's head back to the tribe.
Is Shilonen, Children of Echo as well? I don't know why I'm going that way.
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh, I should have got here sooner.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team.
I wasn't in charge of anything. Still, I think this proves that camping in the wild was a great idea. That's how we were able to respond so fast. Sleeping on the wet grass was pretty uncomfortable, but it was worth it. I don't mean to be negative, but the situation is not looking good.
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time.
I really
want
to see what the Night Kingdom looks like.
Something's wrong. It's impossible not to feel
Hopefully
anxious
the
when
next
things are getting
batch
worse by the second,
will give us
and
more like
all we
areas to
can do
explore.
is wait.
Because I was really like surprised that there wasn't any new area on this batch. I feel like it's because part of it is because they don't want to put too much, but then again it's just exploration. But what I originally thought was because of again the voice actors and all that, the strike. There's probably like if they introduce this new area, of course they're gonna have like quests and all that in that new area, and they didn't want to like commit to it and have like no voice lines for the quests. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. And anyways, let me just continue here with the dialogue. So, and we still don't know when the final two heroes are going to appear.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone. Every battle is worth something.
You really are an eternal optimist,
Yeah.
Mualani. You always find a way to cheer people up.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
I learned a few things you should know. Share the captain's intel.
So,
I thought
specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis came
we
resolved
were
the
supposed to keep that
crisis,
as a
but
secret.
it comes at a huge price.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
It's probably because our plan is so risky. We don't even know if the 6 heroes will reunite in time.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but
Her
I'm
trolley
sure we have different
problem.
priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
I'm on Movika's side too.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has never heard of it?
Yeah, and isn't he from Snezhnaya? Why would the Fatui want to save Natlan? I probably think he's probably from here.
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence officers should return soon. With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just might get to the bottom of the whole thing.
Want to join our garrison, Mualani?
I was just about to ask. Count me in. And if I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. People who could help us in the next battle. It's all a chain reaction.
Then you should go register right away. It shouldn't take long. Everyone's looking for people.
Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do what you do.
Okay. But then you have to follow my orders.
You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. It's so far. All right. See you all later. Let's get together and celebrate once this is over.
Oh, you betcha!
After like, 6 batches, 3 batches, 4 batches. Okay, let's go back to Malvika and see what's going on. Been surprised as well that we can't like put any more coins on the we can't like donate more coins to the thing
Moika! Oh,
to get
that's
more
great
like
to hear.
rewards.
Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
I'm fine. No need to worry.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
If do we wounded Chu?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened.
Chu. It's a nice name.
Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers. Over there. Do you see?
That's so weird.
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Could they be trading for something? Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help. If you
That's so
truly
weird.
wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors from Natlan.
Are we having Fatui being
can do
good
that.
people now?
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a harsher method.
Got it. We'll get going now.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the Pyro Archon is looking for?
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't sense an ulterior motive. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw,
What's going on?
it's possible he was telling the truth.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
It's too early to say. Let's follow them and see what's really going on.
Oh my god. Are you painting the Fatui us good people now?
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on all sides.
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check it out.
I mean, from the very get-go,
How are you planning to get through all the guards?
we had this feeling already from the
Look,
very beginning
I can use this terrain to my advantage.
that the
If they're trying a
Fatui,
special way of getting around,
well, some of
I
them,
doubt they'll see me coming.
I mean, like the Fatui themselves, their main motive is to just, I mean, it was stated like explicitly that Charitza wanted to like fight Celestia or something. It's just the way they were doing it wasn't like the best way to do it, like taking the noses forcibly from the Archons.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are planning. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me come with you.
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. You're already at
It's a
your
pretty
limit.
long Archon
I'm
quest.
confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure you can say the same. At least right now.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui hideout all on your own sounds more reasonable. You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure you can say the same.
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end. We can't let this opportunity go to waste.
Guess that means I win. Don't worry, you're not the only capable young person from our tribe. I can handle this.
Cool.
All right. Same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals, make sure our blind spots are covered, and support each other once we strike. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
Cool. Let's climb the tree. We're gonna climb the tree. Oh no! Stay right there.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. I should wait for Koichi's signal.
No, Koichi's not choo-choo. I don't know why. I mean, like, it's spelled like that. It's just the thing about English language. Some of the, like, the way it's spelled doesn't mean it's how it's pronounced. Sometimes,
Now.
it's a freaking QTE. Oh, this game is, you know,
Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act.
yeah, it's like, I don't think doing QTEs is best for this game.
Good.
It's not
I made it without
optimized for
getting
it.
caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight.
Okay. It's looking away.
That's it. Now's my chance.
Like, you're only pressing one button at a time, so it isn't that hard. That's what I mean by the game is not like made for doing QTEs.
In one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew. That was close. Almost got caught. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance.
Nice.
I made it! That'll show my sister. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
What's that? Toss out the mysterious sphere. Oh. The frick?
Huh? What's that noise?
Is
Did something explode?
some sort of like poop or something?
What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing? I could ask you the same thing.
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've probably had enough of this job already. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance.
Nice.
Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. All right, time to move. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us to the deepest part of this place.
Okay.
Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though. No, she avoids me like her life depends on it.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy territory. The more time we waste, the more dangerous this becomes.
All right, all right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this
The heck is
many
that?
people. I doubt it's because they're interested in our culture and history.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natland don't know how to use it. Why would this be the Fatui's target?
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for. Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think? No reason to stop now.
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Time to go.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You'll regret that! After them!
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces of something. It looked like they were waiting, though.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So my perfect record remains.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not my place.
I know. I'm already reflecting on my actions.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with it?
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natland familiar with the secret source.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber. I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along with the others.
My patients. That's so nice of them. Guess that means I'm doing something right.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natland. I should take Koichi home now.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept.
Okay.
Thank you, Archon.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be shy. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll
Probably
be
the
the
end of
first to
the
know.
Archon quest at this point. Not yet. Feeling weary. It's about to end. This is the fastest way to get there. Circle around, I guess. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. My nose is so freaking. Okay. Let me get to this area. What am I saying? First I need to get to this area.
What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her. Make sure she actually rests.
Okay, really tired
Hey,
right now.
It's not like I'm some
Then I want to
kind
go
of
to
prisoner.
take a nap.
I'll be fine in a day or two. There's no need to go all the way home.
That's what you always
Kind of want to
say.
do the
Everything's no
other
big deal until you
quest,
collapse. What if the abyss
the story
attacks again?
quest, but I'm kind
You're
of
saying if I
too
let you rest in a hotel,
sleepy right
you're
now.
not gonna rush out the
I
minute
don't know
you
if I'm
hear
gonna
the
stream
alarm?
that.
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. On the off chance something like that were to happen, I might. But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard or tiring the work gets.
Well, I mean, the doctor gets tired as well, so you need to look after
I
yourself
guess you're
too.
right. But I don't have to like it.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chaska from doing something dangerous.
Yeah.
I do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor, I don't want people to get hurt because of a rash decision.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients. So can't you understand why your own sister would feel the same way about you?
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of my decisions.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always making excuses when things go wrong.
That's just not true.
You think I don't have proof?
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
Never said anything.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate. Neither of us really takes it to heart.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. Maybe I rush into things without thinking, but I learned that from her. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad influence.
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
It's probably normal for them.
Neither of us are really the type to back down, so we'll always have our differences. But still, we get along in our own way.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was right all along. I just need to wait.
Be my guest. Come on, let's get you home. See you later, Traveler and Paimon. I'll be back once everything's settled at home.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
See you later.
Bye, you two. Take care of yourselves out there.
Oh, we will.
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right?
Yeah.
Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go over everything that we know so far.
You and Paimon trying to analyze the captain's goal. Oh, footsteps. Oh, it's lovely.
Sorry for popping up out of nowhere again.
But why do you look so awkward? Oh, is there something you need from us?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest.
You
I'll
can
treat
treat
you
us
to some
again.
charcoal grilled steak to make up for it.
Awesome! Just give us your orders.
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news. remember what we talked about before parting ways?
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan, and something about his soul being fragmented. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain. What do you think?
I agree with your hypothesis. And just now, I confirmed it myself.
What did you confirm?
Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
Did he say anything?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so there's no way he can back out now.
It's probably got to do with them.
Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan as a whole.
I'm surprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats at the
Don't
same
need to
time.
get mad.
Plus, he was on guard.
Sounded
He
like
knew I would try to
really
go
mad
after
there
him,
for a sec
so
again.
he made sure to keep his distance. I kept an eye out for a good opportunity, but it never came. All these years of calling me Granny, and I couldn't do a single thing for him in the end.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right? That couldn't have been easy.
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe, dropping by random houses right and left. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their family. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but I guarantee I know every single one.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look.
What is that?
Remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? This is the talisman I created to keep it stable, and this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him. You guys know Aoife, right? No?
No.
He's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things, and he happens to be very good friends with Auroron. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he would make the switch. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem, which he no longer needed.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't, but I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't notice anything.
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem.
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything he knows?
That's amazing, Sweet Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can finally track him down. I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think he'll get mad at me for this?
I mean, you're
You can be
invading his
honest.
privacy. It's probably a good reason why he isn't trying to. He isn't saying anything to you.
Best person to ask.
But again, as his family, you have to do this
To be honest,
if he can't make a decision for
I've
himself.
always doubted
And you
my
know that
ability to look after him. I didn't stop the ceremony all those years ago, and now I'm useless again. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger.
and then start freaking out.
I don't scare that easy. Still, if I back away from this and something happens to Auroron, I would never forgive myself. I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, refuses to see me, or runs away for good, I don't care. And I won't blame him. A family does whatever it takes to protect their own.
You sure you'll be okay? We can come with you if you want.
Did you just say you'll come with me?
Is
Yeah.
that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because, right, we need leads on the Fatui.
We need to be there.
You really mean it?
Yeah.
Fine, you can come. Just promise me you'll see this through. No backing out. Got it?
Got
Don't
it.
worry, we're professional adventurers.
Then I place my trust in your professionalism. All right, time to sneak into someone else's memory and engage in some, unwanted spying. You heard it here first. I wouldn't be doing this if I had any
You
other
don't need to
choice.
explain yourself, Lali.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Oops. It's a nice transition. It's right before we get into this.
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future. And you? Eva says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
Ah, can't complain. What you up to?
Naming your vegetables
Naming your
again.
Vegetables again?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating. What did they say?
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Ha! Only if you're offering. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of his radish garden. I hope you two didn't get into a huge fight.
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me. I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming. That's pretty amazing.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone says.
Hey,
I don't know what that means.
have you seen that strange group of people that just appeared out of nowhere?
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for someone, but I wouldn't go around asking too many questions. If you run into them, be careful.
Well, they're looking for him.
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying and now he's leaving? He gave up?
No,
to
he's just
that?
manipulating you.
Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Citlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Okay. So the captain is along here.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't
See,
just let them go
like from the
this. I
back.
have to figure out what they're planning.
Okay, so we followed him.
They've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of invasion.
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord!
Ignore him. He has no
Ah,
thought.
he knows.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual
I
about
think
him.
he is
Also
part
familiar
of
in
the
some way.
Masters of like
I can't
the
describe it.
Nightwind.
What is it?
My lord, I feel dizzy.
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
Nice.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? Is he sending those escaped souls
Yeah,
back
he is
into the
from
lines?
here. He's from Outland.
How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related to why he's searching for Granny.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment.
If I'm not mistaken, the Abyss and the Fiery are against each other as well, right?
However,
I always thought they
there's no
kind of
reason
like
to
some sort of like
overengage.
work
Information is
together
our
to
first
some degree.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm?
This could also be all just like a play, you know. Trying to make it look like they're good people. Which is a possibility. So if it like is planned for someone to be like watching them.
Really not care? It seems like his subordinates referred to him as the captain. Never heard of him before. And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual. What is he gonna do?
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately if this fails.
Yes, sir.
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there. What does he want with her?
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly wish to do this?
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do?
Then the fight. Yeah.
They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
Okay.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time. And you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
Wait a minute. They kind of have the same hairstyle, and if I remember correctly, Auroran has a half of his soul only. Is this guy like the other part or something? Are they like twins? I wonder. It's just speculation from me right now.
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast.
It's just
has the
like
courage to
a
come out
seer
and
just
fight.
out there that I just thrown.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Sorry.
Then speak. What do you want?
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is planning. The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So, I felt like I had to help you.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize that.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Sitlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Sitlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what that means?
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe, just maybe, you can show me the way.
Strange? Sitlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly, someone capable of communicating with the Wyub. And the Wyub are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul.
Sorry if I'm not speaking, I'm just so intrigued with what's being, like, the dialogue right now. All the exposition.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable than I imagined. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan.
Oh, so much exposition right now.
I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
So how do you do that then? Like, how do you reconstruct the ley lines?
Traveler, Paimon, are you two all right?
Paimon's fine, just, a little dizzy.
I'm fine too. Are you okay, Sitlali?
Of course. I'm just...
It's not
mad at him.
it's not rating with fire.
After everything, he still can't let go of the past.
I can kind of understand how he feels.
For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous fool. Where's that gonna get him? Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants. I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Huh, that kid's got nothing on me. Anyway, back to what we just saw. I don't even know what to make of it.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to reconstruct the ley lines? What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But
Yeah.
how does it help with the abyss?
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrio that has unbelievable power. Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natlan will be affected. Oh, this is big.
Which means the captain has been honest from the very beginning. Auroron's memory proves that.
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natlan? Oh, we've got to tell Moeka about this right away.
Yes, she needs to know about this.
Okay.
Now.
Let's go. Kinda wanna know how she'll react. Oh, come on. Really? You're gonna end it there? Just right at the... Right at where... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, we can just continue. Should I continue right now? Give me a sec. I think... Let me see. Should be able to get all... Yeah, all rewards. Give me a sec, guys. Let me just go here. I didn't know that we're just gonna be like continuing on the Archon quests. Like, I thought it's gonna be like in the next patch. We're getting like 2 Archon quests every single patch. I can't remember if the same thing with
Thank you for
I don't know if it's the same thing with. Okay, I need to use my thingy. A sec, because I need to be able to convert. I didn't mean to talk to you. Okay, cool. And then the only thing that we need to do now is let me just switch my party for a sec. I don't even need to switch my party. Just need to mine some freaking thing. And this is where I normally go. Usually, I don't need to do this because I have my exploration team, the one that gathers materials,
Can't catch me.
set to like mine materials. So yeah, like I can just like every single day when I log in, I can just gather the materials they've gathered. Hello? Okay, my thing is just breaking up again for a sec. My god, what the frick is going on with my microphone? Yeah, this freaking headset is just not cooperating with me right now. But yeah, that's what I do. That how I just gather the materials that I don't have. So like there are times I just like log in, convert my resins. Because that also gives you automatically the commissions. Yeah, this you just like that's it basically. Oh, I can get this now. Okay, cool. I might end this here actually.
What is the situation?
I'm probably not gonna stream the next one. It's just way too long. I don't have the stamina to stream for that long anymore. Kinda sleepy as well. So I might, you know, sleep first before I continue on. So we'll just see. If I stream later, then that's great. It means that I am gonna be continuing the Archon quest on stream. Otherwise, you guys can just watch someone else play it. Anyways, yeah, that's all for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I don't know when I'm gonna be streaming next. Might be later, or might be doing the next Archon quest later, and then this one too. But we will see. We'll see later. But for now, I'm gonna end it here, and I'll just see you next time I stream. See you guys. Bye. Bye, everyone.